Oh, y'all. It's a party time. It's a party time. It's a party time. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, hey. Good morning, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Woo! Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Derrick Huggins in the Morning. I am your host, Derrick Huggins. Along with my beautiful co-host today, we got
Sunshine in the building.
And
Connie the Bird in the building.
Yes, I love it. So listen, welcome to your most favorite morning show on your Wednesday. Right here is Derrick Huggins in the Morning, everybody. Welcome everybody on our watching us. Listen, all of y'all watching us. Look, Robert Barnes is here. We got Willie Mo Jr. Willie Mo.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Willie Mo. We got Willie Mo. Willie Mo. We got Willie Mo.
Willie Mo.
Willie.
Willie Mo.
Willie Mo.
Not the hand in the ear.
Listen.
I'm so dead.
Oh my God. So you guys, like, I gotta tell you something.
Oh my
So
gosh.
Kia's not gonna be with us today, guys.
No.
Kia. And her
She's got
snack.
She's got a video shoot, guys. She's not gonna be with
Come
us today.
through.
Guys.
Oh, come on, celebrity. You know, celebrities
Yes.
are celebrity things.
She's famous and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Celebrity
listen,
status.
I need everybody, before we get into our hot topics, everybody, I need you to hit like and share.
Love and cheer.
Like.
I see you.
And share.
Did you get that up?
Sound like
I'm trying to get.
them brains
I
that
need you to
exploded.
hit like.
Look, Kia's in the comments.
And share.
Hi,
I love her.
Baby, talking about she here in the spirit. Girl, you're not on
Amen.
her. You ain't here on her actual factuals. You at the spirit here. We need you her. You know how I do. How your judge be giving us judge.
Yes.
We
Yes,
need your
her
judge to give us some
judge.
judge on this bird.
yeah. The
Yes.
celebrity is celebritying.
It is. It's the grandness is granding.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, baby, ain't it grand in these
Ain't
streets?
it? Want to be grand?
I said, come here. Okay, so y'all, now did you guys like? So we open up y'all with "I'm So Into You," the New
Yes.
Orleans Bounce edition. Y'all know SWV is one of my favorite groups of all
Yes,
time.
mine too.
And because we're going to be going to New Orleans next month for the Avidity Awards, I had to, put a New Orleans bounce with it.
Why
So
not?
we took my people, SWV, and we added a little New Orleans bounce to it. Now, listen, for those of y'all that's never seen my show in the Maryland, okay, this is not a gospel show.
Sorry.
Run
Okay,
now.
y'all
We
know
love
I get
God.
Save yourself.
We
love
God.
God.
We love God.
and we love Jesus and stuff, but this is not a gospel show. This is a celebrity news, talk entertainment, pop culture talk show. This is what this is this morning. All right. So I just wanted to make sure y'all knew that. So don't come over here thinking you go get woke up this morning. Well, you go get it, But you're not gonna get it like that's not gonna be the whole show. You understand? Woke up this morning with my mind. Ooh, stay on Jesus.
Walking out of sin.
What?
Huh? Think a song.
Baby, what? I need you to get with us.
You said
Where you at?
I was walking out of sin. Walking out of
Baby.
sin.
Baby, that ain't what we saying.
Oh, that was a remix.
Baby, get on this. Baby, get on this notes. Baby, you better get on this train. Baby, you better get on this wavelength. You better get on this wavelength.
I was walking out of sin.
Okay, y'all. So listen.
Walk, honey, walk.
So if you have not already, I need everybody to like and share. Okay, like this video and share it. And here's the thing. So I'm gonna tell y'all now. We ain't really got but 2-3 hot topics for y'all today. Okay, this is a video award season. I can't be playing with y'all all morning like I normally do. Because I got work to do. You understand?
Yeah.
I got a to-do list that's 2,845 miles long. You understand? I ain't got time to be on here with y'all all day. You understand?
I understand.
All right.
Savior divine.
But no, today, you guys, we're going to talk about y'all. Tyrese and his ex Samantha Lee are feuding on the internet, on Beyonce's internet. First of all, what y'all not going to do, Tyrese and Miss Samantha Lee, Tyrese, ex-woman, wife, whatever you was to him. Let me tell y'all something. This is Beyonce's birth month, okay?
That part.
You are not going to be on Beyonce's internet acting a fool. You're not going to do it.
But they're doing it.
But they're doing it. So we're going to talk about it, okay? And then we're also going to talk about why is Future still big mad at Russell Wilson? Because Russell Wilson stepped up and became the deity that little Future needed in his life.
Because he needs a storyline.
So we're gonna talk about that this morning, and probably one more hot topic. But okay, but I wanted to start this morning because listen, I just want to tell y'all like and share,
Please.
like and share. Okay,
Please.
All right, like and share. But before we get into our hot topics, you guys, okay, before we get into our hot topics, guys. You know what I want to do first because we hadn't done it in a few weeks? I wants to do a round of hood Jeopardy. Let's go.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey. Oh, no, back. Y'all like our hood Jeopardy music. It go horde, don't it? Don't it go horde?
It go horde in the paint.
It go horde like you at the party. You know what I'm saying? It go horde.
At the party.
At the party. Go on the party.
She says, Lakia Stokes' music. I pray your video shoot comes amazing. I miss you this morning.
Yay.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
Isn't that lovely, dear? But you ain't saying nothing to us. We are her. Cambria, why you ain't saying nothing to us? We
hey,
here.
Cambria.
You only miss Kia?
She was just sending her love.
She's not there. You said she only missed. We here. She
I need some water. I need some water.
Oh
my Savior divine.
Okay, so look, we're gonna get started this morning with our hot topics because the hot topics are hot topic. Okay, so first up, Jesus. Okay, can I just ask a question?
Sure.
Before we do this hot topic.
Ask a question.
Why do we sing? Oh, sorry.
Never mind. I'm gonna wait before I ask my question.
Oh, I'm so excited about it.
I know, like, right? So new.
No, I'm gonna ask the question. I just want to make sure.
You could.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this topic. Okay, you guys. So, actor and singer Tyrese, guys, calls out his ex-wife Samantha Lee on social media, saying she was a gold digger.
Oh God.
And he accuses her of clout chasing. Okay, so what had happened was, you guys, I believe Tyrese went on Instagram responding to his ex-wife Samantha Lee, who's been going on social media, pretty much dragging him for filth up and down Beyonce's internet streets. Okay. So Tyrese got mad and he decided to respond. And on his response, he says, baby, he done wrote a whole, listen, this man done wrote a whole novel.
He writes sonnets.
He does.
So he says, I have no clue who this person is.
Child, what?
Hashtag gaslighting is the most vile form of manipulation. She's out trying to sell people on that nobody is sold on. Wow, just effing wow. Okay. Do you really hate? Okay, so I have to read. I have to read this
the way you read it.
The way I'm gonna read
in
it.
your
Like,
voice.
this is dramatic reading. Okay.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, so this is dramatic reading. So here
Let's
we go.
do it.
So he says, "Do you really hate that our business is out on the media sites, quote unquote? Stranger, maybe you can tell he an actor. Stranger,
Yeah.
Stranger.
None of your own friends know who you are anymore.
They don't know.
my-
Oh my gosh, who are you?
Gold digger, gaslighter,
Nigger.
narcissist, manipulator."
Is this the same woman he was using the bathroom on camera with? I'm sorry, continue.
Okay. Then he goes on to say, quick reminder, what was in the media sites that I kicked you out and you kicked you and out 1 year? Okay, now Tyrese.
Yeah.
Okay,
Editing.
Tyrese, baby.
He's thinking
We-
faster
we-
than he's
we-
typing.
We love you, Tyrese, but listen. We want you to do a simple spell check.
You can't
Grammarly.
spell
We
check
want you to
on
do a
your
little
phone.
proofreading because
Yeah.
it's giving hooked
Proofread
on
would be
phonics
your
and work
portion.
for me.
It's giving microphone and talk.
It's giving school dropout. It's what
It's
Ooh.
giving failed kindergarten.
but
Oh wow.
but I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna try to get through this, y'all. Y'all bear with me. So then he
Okay.
says, change the locks and cut off the credit cards. You put those lies in court documents that link to the press and media. That's what ended up on these media sites, quote unquote. You have been demanding $20,000 a month and refuse to let that go.
That what go? Yes.
1 year, listen, 1 year own, not on your own. 1 year own.
On your own.
You make 100. You make 150K a year out of 4 year. Has all that she has.
That's all
Why
that she
Why
has.
is that our business?
Okay, I've decided I'm just gonna abandon this reading.
Why
Yes,
is that our
stop and
business?
sing.
It was giving me a headache. I mean, just the
It sounds like a table
grammatical.
read for Nickelodeon. I don't have time.
It's giving. What more do you want from me?
What do you
Yeah.
want from a nigga?
What more do you
$20,000 a month,
want?
evidently.
So basically, what Tyrese is saying, he is saying what these just want from a.
Somebody
$20,000
let
a
me
month.
know.
$20,000 a month. That's what she wants from
Wait a
me.
minute, baby. This honey, listen. I want somebody to hit Tyrese up and let him know about this. Whew, child. These
I don't know, Tyrese. You
it's
know,
proofreading. It just needs to
Tyrese
be.
is known for going on the internet and ranting. You know,
Kids
but
about where my snacks, child.
for real,
Okay.
he is known for this.
No, okay, so we know that Tyrese is really emotional. So my question to y'all is, do y'all think that Samantha Lee is a clout chaser? Wait, because he goes on, y'all. He goes on to say that he came into the marriage with his heart. Okay, let me do back with my dramatic reading. I came into this marriage with my heart. You came into this marriage with your hand.
He knew
And
that though.
neither one of y'all had a prenup in either one. So
Well, he accused her of being a gold digger, that it was never about love for her. It was all about love for him. And yeah, that she was just gold digging. It was a transaction.
But wasn't she the one who said that she would have chosen the other guy over him? What was his name? The guy that passed on in the Fast and Furious chain.
oh,
Wasn't she the one that said I would have chosen him over Tyrese? But you know,
I don't know. I don't care.
wow. She just
Here's
wanted
the-
a wallet.
Well, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. What I don't like about the whole gold digger thing is you knew that. You knew that. You knew that. Why all of a sudden it's a problem now?
Because he wanted this little trophy. He wanted this little trophy.
Wanted a trophy. Yes.
Instead of going back and get Boonquisha, he went and got...
This the same man dated Taraji P. Henson. Yeah. This the same man dated Taraji P. Henson. Okay. And she dumped him. And, you know, so it's like, you gotta, why would he treat you better? You have to look at the track record. This man is all about attention. He's all about attention. And when you understand that, and first of all, I haven't seen her post anything. Have y'all seen her post anything about their divorce or anything? Everything is always on his social media.
No, I did see her. There's a video. So if you guys want to go to the Shade Room, y'all can check it out. But it's on there where she's basically coming back at him saying, basically refuting the stuff that he's saying, and he's being emotional and he's being this. Now, I have seen both sexes gaslight the other, okay? I have seen women in relationships gaslight the men they're with.
They do.
And I've also seen men, mostly men though, gaslight the women they're with. So it does happen. None of us were in their bedroom, in their home with what was going on. But I'm just like, Tyrese, it's giving a pattern.
Tyrese, we wouldn't know about her if you hadn't posted her, so it's your fault. I don't know her. I'm Mariah Carey. I don't know her. So I only knew her because of you. So it's your fault.
Okay, but at what point, here's my question though. So this is a broader question for all of us. So at what point do we start looking at ourselves about the people we're choosing to be in relationships with?
There you go, Derrick.
And that's where it is. That's where it is. I think you have to really kind of look at yourself to say, what is it about me that's attracted to this type of person? Because people will say, only these people are attracted to me. I only attract this type of person. No, you're attracted to that type of person. And you need to ask yourself, what is it in the inside of you that's not healed, that's willing to accept this type of person? They're not attracted to you. You're attracted to that type. It starts within.
I happen to think it's both. I think, they are attracted to you because they identify something in you either that they can benefit from, if like out of convenience, or even if it did start out, they were legitimately like loving you or caring about you or whatever, and then it morphed into something else. Maybe they got to see who you really were, see your real character.
It does.
I'm just saying.
Everybody gives a representative at the beginning. They're going to play the parts they got to play. They're going to jump through the right hoops, say the right things. And once they finally lock you in, boom, there goes that real character of who they really are. That's why it's important to take your time to get to know people. There was no reason they should have gotten married that soon. He was still paying child support. He was just crying on the internet less than 2 years ago about, what more do you want from me? Like, when you going to learn your lesson, sir? Yeah, I said, I love it. But I'm just saying, I mean, you need to heal. Like, you basically went from the skillet to the frying pan.
Oh, Jesus.
And you paying more money out. Sell one of them the Starbucks and just move on.
So Gretchen said, unfortunately, broken people attach themselves to broken people.
That's
sure. Right. I think that's a very simplistic way of putting it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I go back to, when do you start to look at yourself and say, there's a pattern. There's a pathology here. Like I keep picking the same person. Essentially, right? It's not the same person as in terms of the actual being, but it's the same person in terms of type. You keep picking the same type of person.
It's a spirit, Derrick. It's a spirit. So you have to get those. You got to kill your own demons. You got to handle your own demons.
But I feel. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. You have those are demons. Those are spirits. They're kindred spirits, if you will. You know, there's that same. You got to kill that thing. That's why it's important to seek counseling, seek therapy. You know, at the end of the day, you got to always seek your spiritual, life. You got to get back to the root of certain things. You got to uproot that stuff, and you have to have a strong relationship with God and get back to self, because you're going to keep attracting that. It's going to be the same script, different cast.
Yep.
I guess I feel like, I always feel like when we say, well, it's a spirit or stuff like that, I do feel sometimes that's an oversimplification of what's really the greater issue. For example, it's almost like saying when you don't really have a real explanation. I see this at church a lot too, because they're like, well, everything's a spirit. They got a takeover spirit. They got a lying spirit. They got a this spirit. Now, girl, hey, everything got no spirit. Shit. I'm sorry.
Some stuff is just a choice, huh? It's just a choice, right, Derrick? It's a choice.
Because no, I'm just saying, because at some point we just need to start calling a spade a spade. No, boo, you listen. You have a problem with the truth,
Yeah.
or you have a problem with fidelity
Accountability.
or accountability.
Self-assessment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, Derrick.
That's a
Accountability,
good.
you have to do your own self-analysis. That's why I say
Yeah.
therapy. What get by yourself. Quit trying to get over somebody else by getting to somebody else.
Yeah.
Take your time and get to know people.
And
you know,
and that's a pattern with people that get out of relationships and they're already jumping into another one, and then they're back on into another. They can't be by themselves. So what is it about you that you can't be by yourself?
You like your own company.
You got to be. Why don't you like your own company? You have to have that me time, but you're always with somebody. You can't just be by yourself. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so for me, the whole thing, like, I feel like, again, once, and I don't know, maybe this is just a clarifying view because I'm older now, but it's like, at some point, you have to just make an assessment. Like you said, give yourself time out of that relationship. Let's assess what went wrong in this particular situation. If I was with somebody, and then especially if there's a recurring pattern, like where we're together and then we're gone. But I think most people a lot of times do not want to see their own issues. They want to. It's easier just to blame you.
It's easy to project. It's easy to project.
Exactly.
You're right, Derrick.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, it's easy. Hey, good morning, Robin, Gretchen, my sis. Who else?
Good morning, everybody.
Karen Nicole. Hey, Karen Nicole. Karen, Yvette. Good to see all of you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. So look, my thing is this. It's like, look, at some point you have to stop and say, what happened in this situation? And what role did I play?
Yeah.
Sometimes we pick wrong.
Yeah, like it can't be everybody.
Right? Like sometimes it's that you don't understand compatibility, those dynamics of compatibility. So what it is most of the time we're driven by our lust of the flesh, if you will.
Yes.
Or desire for them because of what we see physically, that we're not taking time to really assess the character of the person you're dealing with. Because I guarantee, if you start paying attention to the conversations y'all are having, there are cues and nonverbals that are being given about this person and giving you a clue into who they are. People, there's a scripture, I guess, that says love covers a multitude of sins or faults or whatever. But in some cases, it ain't just love. Sometimes lust will cover it too.
Oh, yeah.
It will. It'll cloud your judgment in a heartbeat. And here you sitting here looking at all these red flags and you think you at the circus. No, baby. That's warning.
You'll fall in love with a thought of what y'all could be.
Yes.
Yep. You will fall in love with the ideology. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we look good together. Okay.
Yes.
That's why I said I don't believe. as I'm getting older, I'm more about what is the realistic as opposed to the idealistic.
Yes.
Idealistic means, to your point, Sunshine, oh, we'll make beautiful music together because he's just so cute or she's so fine.
I love how it make me feel.
Right.
Yes. I can't go all day without talking to him.
It's like this giddy feeling.
And also confusing good sex. And also confusing good sex with total compatibility, because that is only one dynamic of this relationship. So what happens is everybody judge everything off the sex. So sex is good.
We look good together.
We gonna ride with everything else.
We look cute.
Okay, he got bad credit.
Credit.
He has no ambitions aside from just, so I'm like, you see other signs. You see those flashes of anger. The first time that they lose their temper, because even if they're not losing their temper with you, if they're losing that temper with somebody else,
you better preach.
You better watch. You better watch.
Watch how they handle their relationships outside of you.
Watch how they handle service people. Like when people go out to eat, or if they've messed up an order.
Or every time they come and check on you, it's like that's what they're supposed to do. Come check on us. Why are you mad? Because they're all of a sudden the attention ain't on you right now.
Because Kia said that's why we need a few good friends capitalized.
Preach.
Because let me tell you what a good friend will do. See, I'm everybody's good friend.
Yes.
You know why? Can I tell you?
Yes.
I'm gonna call it like a TI is. I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong, and I'm gonna tell you when you're right. And I'm balanced in my view. And I'm not just saying I'm perfect in that way, but I do believe I'm a really good friend. This is why people don't mind confiding in me, because
Mhm.
I give great advice. A lot of times it's about, because I feel like I have the ability to be balanced in my perspective. I can look
Right.
at you and love you as my sister, as I do with Sunshine and with Kia and with Connie and Gretchen and several others that are on the live today. Like, I can look at your situation and be like, okay, what makes sense in this situation?
Mhm.
Okay, I do see where, all right, Connie, sis, you was a little, you was giving a lie.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you are correct. And then I'll say, well, but you are correct. This ain't.
How we got to handle a different way. Yeah, you have to. You're right. I like that. You have to have those good friends, those people that hold you accountable.
Yes.
You can't always have yes people around you. You got to have those people.
You know what? I used to say hold you accountable, and then I had an epiphany about accountability. And I don't know, y'all may not agree with me on this, but here's my epiphany on accountability. I don't think anyone can hold another grown person accountable.
They have to hold themselves accountable.
But what I can do is bring your level of accountability or inaccountability into question, and then you make the call on whether or not you're going to hold yourself to that standard. Because I think what happens a lot of times is where we get in trouble with people, I think relationally, and I'm not even just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about friends, family, business partners, whatever. The problem is we're always trying to control each other.
Yes. Preach, Derrick.
We're trying to control each other. I'm trying to make you be something. Yes. I'm trying to make you do something. And I'm like, you can't. Grown folk gonna do what they're gonna do. So I've literally started getting to the point where I just say, okay, you doing some bullshit that I don't like. Oh, okay. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna. You know why? Because what I realize is you have made an option and a choice of doing right by me. Then I'm gonna make an optional choice on whether or not I'm going to be in relationship with you. Period.
That's right.
Period. And the same thing is with love, y'all. Same thing with love. You don't get to tell someone how to love you.
Now, come on now.
What you get to do is see how they love
and make your decision,
and then decide on whether you're going to stay in this, participate or not.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, Derrick. It's holding. You're holding the accountability, but it's up to them to accept it.
Yes. Come on, man.
And maybe we just disagree. Maybe we just disagree on the semantics of the word holding.
It's gonna always convict.
But I'm not holding nobody to shit.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
And like I said, and I know now the Saints is on here. Y'all already know what it is. I am who I am. It is what it is. Y'all gonna watch the show or you ain't gonna watch the show. But when you gonna watch the show, you gonna hear a shit a damn come out of my mouth every now and again. I'm just telling you straight up.
Who is for? Get your word how you get it, baby. Go ahead.
Get what you need, baby. Get what you need.
Take what you need.
No. Seriously, the point I'm trying to make is, and we can have a semantics disagreement on that word holding, but for me, I don't think you can hold someone. You let them know what's going on, and you let them know where you are, and then let them make a decision, just like you get to make a decision. And both of us making decisions. Am I gonna hold myself accountable to give this person what they need so that we can continue a relationship together?
Come on now, give them what they need.
Or am I gonna walk away?
Come on now, because if you're not getting what you need, why are you still there?
Because some of them are trauma bonded. They're not in love. It's trauma bond. And that trauma bond will keep them in this thing when they know they should have been gone moons ago. But it's the trauma bond. They accept the breadcrumbs of the affection of the person that's trauma bonding.
The familiarity.
Yeah, it's like they just drop a few breadcrumbs out there for them, and they're like, oh, let me just hold on to this because he's being kind, he's being gracious, and it makes me think about how it was in the beginning. But no, it's a trauma bond. It's not love.
I'm gonna tell you now, you watch Derrick Huggins in the morning, you gonna hear a cuss word of 3 or 5 or 10 or 12, depending on what morning it is. 12, and I still love Jesus, and I still know how to pray, get a prayer through.
Gerald McFadden Jr.
Hey, what's up,
McFadden?
Wait a minute, famous people in the building. What?
Yes,
shout out to Gerald McFadden Jr.
At the
hey y'all, and he and his group McFadden are gonna be performing at the Avidity Awards this year. And y'all, they are amazing. I saw them at the QMAs this year, and I told Connie, I was like, tell them I need them to perform at the show this year. So they were awesome. and
Yes.
looking forward to seeing them. But yeah, so
Little plug in
Carlos
there.
said about himself. You know,
That's the
sounding like
you got always one. You always got one in your comments.
What?
But what? Oh my!
Can't deal with this today.
I'm not dealing with him.
And that is Carlos Hill. But for real though, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
When I started learning this lesson,
Mm-hmm.
I stopped stressing myself out about the people that I was dealing with.
Yes.
Whether it was the people I'm dealing with in business or in relationships or friendships or even in my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I let them know straight up, nope, I'm not doing that. And so start learning how to tell people no.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, sometimes you gotta say hell no.
Not right now.
What did you say? I said hell
No.
I
no.
was Sophia from The Color Purple.
Give it to her. Give a little Sophia every now and then.
It's Sophia.
Because for real, because I'm telling you, everybody been saying this, protect your peace and protect your peace.
That's what, it starts with the no.
But I don't think a lot of people are really protecting their peace
They don't know
the
how.
way they saying it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, look, I made a decision. I'm not going to let you govern my life and my emotions and my response. I'm not doing that at all.
Mm-hmm.
You get over here acting like you get on this nigga shit. And then I'm going to let you go. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you disrespect me, I don't owe you anything anymore at that point. That's my opinion.
I'm out.
If you disrespect me and you do stuff that you know is sideways and I have already told you is sideways, I'm through. I'm walking out and I'm done.
That's a wrap.
Don't look for no goodbye letter. Ain't no exit interview. Just goodbye.
No goodbye letter. No
just miss my presence. I'm gone.
Yeah, the closure was the disrespect.
Period. So
no closure, no work this out. No.
Yeah, so I just be putting people on notice, really, and everybody be laughing because they're like, boy, you be on social media reading the people down. I'm like, no, not really. I'm really just on here saying my piece.
I said what I said.
And it ain't changing over here.
It ain't changing
what
over
I
here.
said.
It ain't changing over here.
It ain't changing over here.
I don't care who you send to talk to me. I don't care if you call Yana Van Zant, honey.
No.
It is what it is.
Yana better have a cup of coffee.
And when the Iyanla, I'm gonna do the Iyanla walk right on out your life.
Not on my watch.
Because I'm telling you, being this way has been so clarifying for me, and it's been like the best because I literally just release it.
Mm-hmm. You have to.
Like I'm honestly, I just release that situation, that person, that energy. Like I just made a decision in the moment. Like nope, release.
You have to.
Because I'm not gonna let you. No, you're not gonna govern me like that. What's up, CC Gabo? What's up, AJ?
Hi, CC.
Who else on here?
Hey, AJ.
I see
y'all. We got a house full of celebrities this morning.
Ain't the celebrities in here? The celebrities.
Carlos Hale's in here, trolling the comments. Okay.
All right, so let's go to our next hot topic right quick, y'all, and before we get up out of here for today. So listen, in our next hot topics, y'all, Future. The rapper is still mad at Russell Wilson, and his fans are mad because Russell Wilson keeps taking and posting pictures with his stepson, Little Future. Why are they calling Russ corny for taking care of his stepson? So before anybody say anything, let me just get this out. Here you got a respectable man who is, and I'm not even talking about the fact that he's a pro football player and all of that, and is a millionaire, multi-millionaire. So he can obviously take care of his family financially. But what I like about Russell Wilson, he loves his wife. He loves his children. And he took that boy in, Little Future, as if he was his own. Mm-hmm. And he literally makes no difference. He calls him his son, right? And he spends time with him and he develops him. When Future, you was out being raggedy and still out being raggedy. With all your baby mamas and all that drama going on. Mm-hmm. And Sierra was like, you know what? I went in the opposite direction, found a man that loves me for real, loves our family, as a good father, and a devoted husband. what has happened to y'all crazy as hell. Let me just say this. Y'all about to probably hear me say a lot of cuss words in the next about 5-10 minutes. So if you is cuss sensitive, get off the live right now. Because this shit triggers me for real.
Oh my.
I'm gonna tell you why it triggers me. Because I do not like the fact that I don't know what the hell has happened to our culture where we don't celebrate good men.
Yes.
Let me clarify that.
Yes.
We don't celebrate good black men.
Preach.
Right?
I love that.
Like, how do you not? This man has done nothing but show that he's a stand-up guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that corny in our culture? Explain. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe hell, I'm just getting old and I don't understand.
No, not
Tell
at all,
me what is corny about a grown-ass man being a grown-ass man.
That's his own guilt. That's his own guilt. He's projecting his guilt because he's not there for this child. I mean, you got another man that stepped up and is filling your shoes. Not so to speak. You should, it should be a partnership. Yeah. He's with the mom. You're not with her anymore, but you both, you have the responsibility of, raising him into a strong man. I don't see why there should be an issue about him doing that. He is not harming him. No. He's molding him into a strong black man. Now, Future sitting over there still looking like he's 17, 155 years old with these tarnished chains on, and these tattoos look like LA ink. I mean, what kind of example are you truly setting? Just get someplace to sit down and take some notes.
Thank you. He needs to learn how to co-parent. If you co-parented, you wouldn't be having these issues. It's pure narcissism, if you ask me.
It is, because he's trying to take the attention away from the son being raised in a loving home and putting it on him. He keeps posting pictures of my son. Well, you take him someplace and take some pictures.
Go get all. Go gather all.
Y'all go together and take some pictures and post them together. Both you and him being men that can agree and disagree or whatever as an adult and still raise his child. And post a picture. But instead, he's sitting over here looking like he need to be on the ride to Chuck E. Cheese. Who's got time? I don't.
I'm like, but here's my thing. Is our culture so tainted as black people that we see a model man who's a businessman, a professional athlete, an excellent husband, and a great dad? That's corny to y'all?
Running amok.
Well, if you're not accustomed, if you're not used to it, and you weren't around it, it is foreign to you. If you've never had it, it doesn't make sense to you. Mm-mm. Some people were not raised with good role models, male role models in their lives. And I'm not making an excuse for it.
But there are many of us that had that same boat, though, Sunshine, and don't think like that.
But the thing is, at some point, you would want to change that narrative. My father didn't have a father, but he chose to be the father that he wanted to his children. So at some point, there should be something that kicks in your brain that says, I never had it, but it can start with me.
Yes. Yeah, because a lot of people use that excuse with, I never had it, so I don't know how to be. Yes, you do. Yes, you know how you felt. Yeah. So why make your child feel that way? You know what you were missing and that you longed for.
That's right.
If you were in had an assembly or something at school and you looked out and you didn't see your dad, why would you put your son through that? Just be who you wanted your father to be for you. That's all you have to do.
That's all you
have to do. And if you don't know how to do that, you're just being insensitive and selfish. And a narcissist.
This circles us right back, y'all, to what we were just talking about, the accountability piece of this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't grow up in an idealistic home. Okay, I didn't learn who my real father was till I was 29 years old. I'm sorry, 28.
Wow.
Yeah. And my mother made, and we're good. Like, my mom was 16 when she had me. She was a baby. And there were other familial dynamics going on in that behind the scenes to why that happened with her. You understand?
Yes.
But here's the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, I didn't realize who my real dad was till I was a grown man. But I was out there doing what I needed to do. But let me tell you, I saw the environment that we grew up in when it was all of us living in my grandmother's house. My auntie, her 3 kids, my mama and her 3 kids at the time. Then the 4th one came along. And then my grandmother and sometimes an uncle or 2 or a family friend. We all staying in one house.
Yeah.
A 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom.
Wow. The struggle was real.
And what my point, the reason I'm bringing all that up is I'm saying that growing up like that told me I wanted more for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted better for myself. And yeah, I made some effed up choices along the way. And as all of us have.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like, but at the end of the day, I made a decision. To your point, Connie, I made a decision that no, I'm not living like that.
Right.
You know, and I want to be, to your point, Sunshine, I want to be a better. When I have children, I want to be the dad that I didn't get to have when I was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, no, I don't want to hear this shit about,
thank you.
Well, I grew up this way and this and this and that. If anything, that should have propelled you to want to be idealistic. Why are you mad at Russell Wilson? Because he's being a stand-up. Everything I've seen about the man over these years that he's been in the public eye ain't been nothing but good or positive in my view.
That's all I've heard.
And I think it's effed up as black folk when we think a good black man is corny. That is stupid as hell.
It is.
And to your point, Derrick, this right here should show everybody money cannot buy love. Money cannot buy a relationship. Money cannot buy character. Money cannot buy being a good parent.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
These people have money.
Mm-hmm.
They have money. And at the end of the day, the stuff that you can't buy with money it's free. It's free.
Go ahead and free yourself.
It's free to be like my mom wasn't a nurturer, but I am one of the biggest nurturers you'll ever meet. Because
you know what that felt like.
I know what it's like to not have somebody say it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with this. This is like
you are a very nurturing, good friend, Sunshine. Every now and again I'll text her and I'll say, Sunshine, I'm just glad you're in my life. You truly are Sunshine.
Aww.
She really is, honestly.
I appreciate that, Derrick.
Roderick Purvis.
What do you say?
That joker.
It is. That shit is here, okay?
Oh my Jesus.
Purvis, you are ignorant.
He is. He said, let me just break this up right now. They get
Purvis my dude though. I love
like
Purvis. That's my dude.
He's fun.
He's crazy.
That's my dude. For
I
real.
like him. He's
But
so
you know,
much fun.
so I just feel like, why the hell we got a problem with grown folk, with a grown black man being a grown black man?
I have no problem with that at all. I will stop right here and say I have no problem with that. I welcome it. Okay.
I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me what's corny about it.
Because we
ain't the ones gonna tell you, so
we don't know.
I know what it is. Okay, hold on. I know what it is.
What is it?
It just clicked.
Okay.
So because he not out there giving women different STDs and STIs, giving women yeast infections, still in their car, and being in their car while they at work all day, and he driving around going to see other women because he's not doing that, because he not out here popping Molly and all this other stuff. Because he's not doing that. That's why he cool. Well, he got good credit.
Then corny is the way to be then.
I'll take a corny man any day.
The way to be. I'll take corny. Give me corny.
I'll take a corny man any day.
That's a good word. It helps us out.
So silly.
Lonnie.
Me and Lonnie gonna be twinning at the video.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
I agree.
You out here giving women yeast infections, smelling like blunt residue,
turning them into single mothers,
smelling like blunt residue. Child, like, come on.
No, I'll take a corny man any day.
Yeah, let me have the corn ball.
So you the real man.
Corny man with money. Corny man with money now.
You don't have any responsibilities. You have no fidelity to your mom, your sister, your brother, your family, no nothing. You have no sense of family legacy or pride. You running around here in the streets all day. Y'all up in your homeboy facing, which is giving me, how you doing?
Oh.
Because why you want to spend all your time with your homeboys and not your woman? How you doing? Now here's the thing. As y'all know, I have no issue with you being, how you doing? But don't be trying to act like Russell corny. And you over here, why you love to spend so much time with your homeboy?
Here's corn pudding, honey.
He said corn pudding.
Corn
Because it's
pudding.
giving, hey sis.
You ain't even got to chew it.
This joker said it's giving hey sis. Goodbye. Adios, muchacho.
It's giving, hey girl, hey.
It's giving when it's brunch.
I
You
like
ready
a good
for
brunch.
I love a brunch, honey. That's why I,
I
said
love
what
a
I said,
brunch.
honey. It's giving good brunch, honey.
It's
It's-
giving good mimosas.
Bottomless.
It's giving
honey.
queer eye for
Bottomless.
it's giving queer eye for the straight guy.
Ew. Ew.
It's giving Project Runway.
It's giving RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my god.
Category is
Face.
He says, Bama says, I feel like the ones that think it's corny are the ones that not really in their kids' life. Exactly.
That's
Yep.
right.
Hey,
Kill talking about bottomless mimosas.
It's giving bottomless mimosas.
Bottomless.
It is.
Yes, bottomless mimosas.
It is. We said that.
Indeed. Bottomless.
It's giving finger sandwiches.
Extra fruity mimosas.
And in our final topic, so this is
I
the
love
perfect segue. This is the perfect segue into our final topic of the morning. So tell me why grown ass straight men allegedly. Hold on a minute, baby. Hold on. Let me do this right here. Let me put allegedly up here back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Please, allegedly.
Let me
can't
sit
reach
off
the
to the
fan.
side. Let me sit to the side like this right quick.
He gonna talk his talk, honey.
I'm gonna talk my shit today.
You gonna sit to the side.
Watch this. Alleged straight men. I have questions.
Alleged straight Lord.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me open my box of questions.
The box.
Not the a whole box.
I got a box. I got
Come
a box of
on,
questions.
special
Hold on.
delivery. Come on, props.
Uh-oh. Get the props. Get me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, out of my box of questions, I have questions for you, allegedly straight men. Question number one. Dear allegedly straight man, why are you so pressed by members of the LGBTQ community? Because here's what we want to know. We, the people, want to know. If you are straight and another man is gay, that means y'all are not compatible. Correct?
Facts.
Stay with me and I'm going to bless you. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Come through.
Okay.
Now.
Question number 2.
Yes.
If you are straight and the other man is gay and you have no affiliation with the Rainbow Coalition, then why the hell are you so pressed and bothered by a gay man? Now I can understand if a gay man is pressing up on you and you telling him, hey, I don't hang with that gay shit. Wait a minute. I gotta pause my question time and ask a question that's kind of funny. It's related, but it's kind of a sidebar. Why do the men who say they straight always gotta feel like they gotta deepen their voice when they tell a gay man,
I don't play that gay shit.
I don't play that gay shit.
Maybe it's like a quote unquote, but just emphasized.
I mean, some of the ones on RuPaul's voices is pretty deep, so that's not a deterrent.
Wait, hold up, cause Bama boy say, cause they don't know if they straight for real.
I didn't want to say it, but that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, man. That's what it is.
How you doing?
It's a trigger, like a trigger, you know.
Oh man, listen, the troublemaker's in the building. Roger Willis, y'all, he here.
Hello, Roger.
Kia, see, you supposed to be here today. Look who's here in the comments today. We got Roger Willis back. Y'all, we're going to be honoring Roger at the Avidity Awards. We're going to be inducting him into the Independent Gospel Music Hall of Fame for his work in mastering. So, but he in the building. But listen, if you're a straight man, why you feel like you got to say it deep? Like, I ain't with that gay shit. Cut it. What? Cut it. I Hey, with that gay shit. I mean, do you feel like saying it deeper makes you more convincing that you're straight? Because I can tell you, I know a lot of gay men that have deep voices. Hold on. Cut it. Ting! I'm just saying. I ain't with that gay shit.
I have not a comment.
Connie, why don't you have any comments?
Not one. Not one.
Okay, so back to my questions. Dear straight men and even straight women, explain to me how gay marriages are ruining the family dynamic. How does a gay marriage ruin your straight marriage?
It doesn't.
Huh? No, we're not moving along, Roger Willis. That's not what she's saying. I know why she's silent. I just thought I would have a little fun with her. I know why she ain't saying nothing. I just want to have a little fun with her saying what she's saying. Okay, could y'all? Oh, look at Lady Victory. Lady Victory, you too saved. Get off here. You can't be on here what we talking about today. But I love you, cousin. We're also honoring Lady Victory at the Avidity Awards this year too. Radio Vanguard Award. That's my girl. All right. So he said, just stay out the gay people inbox.
And the truth shall set you free.
Baby, cut it just.
Well, it's been real.
Wait a minute. Now, Lonnie rung the bell then.
The truth will set you free.
Because let me tell y'all something. What y'all don't understand, a lot of these alleged straight men that's in gay people inboxes and on gay dating apps, we keep seeing them get busted out. Larry Reed got a story every week.
It's the truth. It's called the DL. It's
so
real.
So watch this. But here's the thing. Someone asked me a question, and it's a good question. I want to see what y'all say. Someone asked me a question. They said, why do you think that the DL phenomenon is so strong in the Black community? I said, because to a degree, our community perpetrates that. Mm-hmm. And what I mean is, you shun people for being their true, authentic self.
That's right.
So those that don't want to be a pariah in the culture will hide.
Yeah.
So they'll go do what they do on the low, and then there'll be somebody else out in public. That's why our community is the one that keeps fostering this, especially in the Black church.
We foster a lot of hate through religion. It's the truth, though. It's very, very true.
My late bishop would have said, "Y'all don't like that one, do ya?"
It's the truth, though. It's very,
true.
very true.
It's true.
Very accurate.
Right?
I've seen it all the time.
And so this is why. So my thing is, it's like a circular thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's circular, because what happens is you have the culture telling people they can't be who they are, right? Mm-hmm. And the only way I'm going to accept you is if you be this. I've said it earlier. I've been saying this has been the theme of the show all day. We trying to make and force people to be who they are not.
Everybody's converting each other, trying to convert each other to do this so that they can be comfortable. You know?
Yes. And I know this is a topic that make folk leave, and that's fine. Maybe if you got to go on.
Because they're the one converting.
Here's my thing. A lot of y'all full of shit. Let me just, I told you I'm on one today.
And the spiritual laxative. You need to get you one. Get your spiritual laxative.
I'm gonna tell you why a lot of church folk full of shit. And I mean it.
I agree with you.
Because what happened is, in public, they act like they're so holier than thou and self-righteous. But then they're the same ones when ain't nobody around watching Amazon Prime, Tubi, cussing,
smoking
sexing,
weed,
cheating,
drinking,
lying,
stealing
from the government, getting benefits you're not supposed to be getting.
Yeah.
Getting Section 8.
Adulterers.
Getting food stamps. Getting stuff you're not supposed to get. Lying on your taxes.
All of that.
And then want to act like you're so much better than other people, and you're not. Because when we go in and examine what's going on in your case, if I were to get my private investigator and go send him to follow you, what he gonna find?
Okay.
If I get him to dig into your online records, what he gonna find?
All kind of stuff.
If I get him to just go and investigate you, period, what will he find?
Find all types of things. It's just their sins are invisible. And most people whose sins are visible, it's easy to project that to take the focus off of what they're doing.
I'm telling you, Sunshine, there is a true human sickness, I think, with people that do that, because you know your ass ain't right. You know you doing stuff, and then you condemning other people, but you out here doing stuff too. And the only difference, to your point, is you ain't been caught yet.
Yeah, you ain't been caught yet.
Right? Why do you think things are so salacious when like scandals and stuff come out? Is usually because the person has projected themselves to be some kind of icon of virtue, or
the total opposite of the actual scandal itself. That's why it's a scandal.
So this is why it's a scandal. And then you out here doing stuff, and then when you get caught up and your mail gets read, now all of a sudden you want grace.
You want everybody operating forgiveness when it was okay for you to condemn and judge and ostracize, and it's the hypocrisy for me that I can't get with.
People don't like folks like us, Sunshine, because we call it like we see it. Mm-hmm. And I don't make any apology for anyone. I had somebody tell me one time, "You a church hater, you a this." No, I don't hate the church. I really love the church. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna let the church just sit here and keep gaslighting people. Yeah. Like we not seeing the stuff we're seeing, and then try to act like we not seeing what we know we're seeing.
Right.
We're gonna try to sweep it over the rug because we don't want to make the church look bad. No. Yeah. Well, God even said himself that judgment is gonna start in the house of God.
It's gonna start right there in the house.
So what y'all talking about? How you gonna try to hide something God already said he gonna reveal anyway?
Yeah, I'd rather just go ahead and be out loud about it, and God knows. Because that's the thing about it, Derrick. God sees it anyway. Y'all act like God don't see what y'all doing. I have to be realistic with myself and with God. It's God that's the judge. He see it before you do. So why should I hide it from you? You're not God. God sees it before anybody does. Once we stop treating God like he only just sees everybody else and not you.
I have literally had people, colleagues in the industry, like even on the gospel side, will get on their public platforms and say stuff like, "Oh, you got to watch your brand and who you associate with and who you connected with because, that's not good for your brand." But then them same people, when we on the phone, just us talking, they talking about how they got drunk. They're talking about how they got some good.
It is what. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna always be God. Like I'm gonna always love on people. Regardless. I'm gonna love on you.
But Sunshine, that's the part that they fail in. I know. That's the minor part to them. The major part is, are you cussing, sinning, and all this? But it's like y'all don't have no love in y'all heart. And guess
how are you treating people?
You are not the judge.
Yeah, Jesus sat with the prostitutes. He sat with the hustlers. He sat with the gamblers and the tax collectors. He called a woman a bee to her face. Come on now. Let's not do this. The first miracle was wine. I'm drinking it. Okay? It's the first miracle. I'm honoring Jesus. But anyway.
So all I'm saying is I'm going to always speak truth to power. I don't care who don't like it. And I understand that's why a lot of people don't like me, because I'm gonna call a spade every time. I don't care who you are. I don't kiss nobody ass. Period.
Ass.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I ain't. I'm not.
As you should not.
I'm gonna call it out, and I call it out because I watch Larry Reed when he talks about why he does this too, because it's like I call it out because I do love the church and I do love God's people, but we got to quit being hypocritical and acting like we're so holier and above everybody else.
Yeah.
Because I don't buy it, boo.
I don't buy it either.
I don't buy it. You lying.
God said, if you love me, feed my sheep. I'm going to feed God's sheep. What message God has given me to feed them. And that's that. Now, how you perceive it is your business. My message may not be for you, but it's for those who need to hear it. And I am doing the God's work. And that's that. And that's the truth.
Let me remind you of 1 John 1 and 10. Mm-hmm. If we say that we have never sinned, we make him a liar.
Period.
And his word has no place in us.
There you go.
Let's go back to the eighth verse. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves.
That part. And
the truth is not in us. Okay, I'm done. Case closed. Bible
That's
lesson.
it.
Bible class is over.
That's it.
Quit acting like y'all don't sin, because you do. I don't give a damn what name you call out. Sinner. Call it any name you want. Sinner.
Well, that's one thing I love about the word of God. It's a double-edged sword. While you're trying to point it at me, you're getting cut as well.
Lonnie said, that's why some stop going to church, because of the messy ass people and trying to judge everyone's life and not helping people come to the house of God. To me, I don't even think the goal should be to get people to come to the house of God, I think the goal should be to get people to come to God.
Period.
By way of Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. That should be the goal. And then let that person decide if they find it necessary to go to your house of worship.
Yeah. Or somebody's house.
Or whoever's house it is, right? And so, but no, because it's always, I'm telling you, Sunshine, it's all rooted in control. It's manipulation, manipulation.
Spiritual manipulation. It's
control. That's to me, those are oxymoronic words to put together. To me, you can't spiritually manipulate me. So that's a non sequitur for me. Because they can't coexist. It can't be spiritual and manipulative.
I see it that way because you're using God. You're saying God said. If anytime you say God said or God want me to tell you, and it's condemning me, that's
a religious manipulation.
Okay.
I think that's the operative word. Because true spiritual things do not cohabitate with that.
But
like
you have good spirits and you have bad spirits. So
no, I get you. But what I'm saying is, I'll put it this way. I think we keep trying to find words to try to dress up what's really going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's what we're taught to do.
Yeah, right? You go to church, you want to look all buttoned up, suited up, dressed down, because you want people to look, you want it to look like you got it all together.
The presentation.
But everybody sitting in that congregation, trust me on this, every last one of them.
Toe up.
From the pulpit to the back door. Every one of them got something.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
And the moment they try to sit here and say and act like they don't, I'm holding up, child, boo.
Yeah.
Tell that to Oprah.
Yeah, I mean, it's to each his own. I have no problem with anyone who wants to go into an actual building and worship, and I think that's beautiful. But I got to a place in my life where I had to ask myself, why am I going? If I can't have that same communion with God just wherever I am, I have to only do it one day a week amongst people. I'm supposed to do it in secret. My relationship with God is personal. It's private. And until I learn how to do that on my own without having to have a devotion, without a praise team, without, you know, the gospel music going, can I just sit down and have a conversation with my creator on my own, by myself, without it being a routine? Once I got to that point.
Well, let's just call a thing a thing. We have been indoctrinated from the beginning of the age, really. Mm-hmm. Certainly, I think it got even worse as we, you know, once we were colonized and from Africa, and they brought us here, and they gave us, you know, well, I'm just saying, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think for many of us, we turned to it because that was really all we had.
Yeah, that's what we were.
Our ancestors, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, a lot of them. And I think the reason people are scared of people like you and I is because we are illiberal thinkers, meaning that we are very spiritual. Yeah. I have talked to you many times. I know that the Lord resides in you, in your heart. I know that.
I appreciate that.
And not that you need me to say that, but I'm just saying I know that about you because I've felt the Holy Spirit speaking through you many times that you've talked to me. But because you don't look the way they have told us we're supposed to look, they will miss the God in you.
They always do because it was the same way when I was in seminary school. They were like, "You want to do
that?" They only see, because to them they see a sinner.
See a Jezebel.
I'm like, girl, you a sinner too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like,
get out of my face.
All day long.
Because see, at that point, I'm no longer interested in engaging in a discussion with you, because you've already shown me that you don't have any real intellectual curiosity about the topic that you're speaking on. Mm-hmm. All you have are pre-canned, warm-over slogans and phrases to try to diminish people like me, because you're really intimidated by me because I'm living my true, authentic life.
It's authentic, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, God also happens to use me too.
Okay, he uses whoever he wants to. How about that?
And they mad, and they don't like that.
Big mad.
They don't like that. He said, I had a pastor tell me I was disconnected with God because I hadn't been to church for a while. I'm like, my prayers still work, and I have a relationship with him.
Yeah,
absolutely,
it still works.
Carol says that's what you're supposed to do. It's a personal relationship, not a community effort.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love that.
Yes. And so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's no use in going to the house of worship been established. Right. But I think that should be your decision.
Thank you.
And it should be one, and it should be one that you come to grips with. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, the Spirit of God guiding you should be the one directing it. That's not because the preacher said you're supposed to be here, or your friend or your mama or your grandmama said you're supposed to be here. No, you're going to this house of worship because the God in you is compelling you to go.
Yeah, that's mama relationship. That's grandmama relationship. You have to create your own.
Yeah. You know, I've never had a problem, even when I quit going. I never had a problem with people going.
Me either.
I've always told people, do what your spirit compels you to do.
Go.
If God is unctioning you to go, then you should go. Mm-hmm. Because there might be a word there for you that day.
Yeah.
That you need to hear. So I'm never going to be the person that say we shouldn't go, but I will say this as well. There are people who will not go because, unfortunately, in this dispensation especially, we have a lot of poor representatives. Yeah. And they think people like you and I are the poor representatives, but the reality is they are the poor representatives, because
false prophecies.
They're not meeting people where they are.
Yes. Yeah. And that's the thing. That's why I believe it's so important to get your own religion. Like the Bible says, work out your own salvation. That's a real thing. Yeah. That's not a cliche. You know, it don't just sound good. That's a real thing. Everyone has to work out their own salvation. Relationships require work. Not just these human relationships, but that spiritual relationship requires work. You got to communicate. You got to learn how to listen to your creator's voice. And you can't do it with all other voices around you sometimes.
No. Facts. So anyway, y'all, those are our views and opinions on today. The views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily reflective of Avidity TV, but they are definitely representative of mine.
Man, too.
And if you don't like it, you can turn it off.
Go pray for yourself. I love you guys.
I love it. So, okay, before we get out of here, y'all, I got to remind you guys that, listen, we have the 8th Annual Avidity Awards coming up next month. The biggest night in independent gospel music is coming. Look, our pre-show, BAM, is going to be hosted by Justin Rufus, y'all. It's going to be Friday, October the 13th in New Orleans, Louisiana at the Jefferson Performing Arts Center. This lineup is crazy.
It's beautiful.
Okay? But then on Saturday night, BAM. Well, let's start here. BAM. Our girl, Lakia Stokes.
Look
is going to be hosting the purple carpet along with Mr. Micah Lee. I'm telling you, they're going to hold it down. That's at 3 o'clock on Saturday, October the 14th.
I love
and
that.
Then we go right into our main show hosted by the incomparable, the Grammy Award nominated, Emmy winning, Stellar Award winning, B. Slade is going to be our host and performer. And look at all these amazing people, including our girl Kia is going to be performing. Robin McGee, Anthony Hall, Rayshawn Anderson, the Agape Music Group, Adrian Butler, Casmay. I'm telling y'all, the list goes on and on and
everything, Derrick. This is everything.
Y'all got to be there. Scan that QR code, get your tickets, or you can go to our website, the Avidity Awards, right? Yep, this one. You can scan the QR code to get your tickets, or you can go to our website at theavidityawards.com. Y'all go check that out. Run that up, saints and ain'ts. See, because I welcome everybody to the Avidity Awards.
Saints and ain'ts.
Saints and ain'ts, come on. Man. If you ain't, maybe you'll be a saint by the time you leave. Maybe. How about that?
Hey,
this is what I'm going to just say this. I know I'm not always the best messenger in the minds of some people when it comes to God, but what I love about the Lord is he knew me. He knew every journey I would take in this life. You know what I'm saying? And he still called me to do what I do. And see, that's the thing that I love. Even when people don't get it, me, and when people don't celebrate that about me, God does.
Yeah. They
didn't, but God did.
God did.
Right? And that's what I love, that I'm thankful that human beings down here are not in control of my soul.
Come on now.
They're not in control of my destiny and my purpose.
Yes.
Right? Me and the Lord have that. And so I'm excited about that. So anyway, y'all go to theavidityawards.com. Check it out. That's our show for today. I hope y'all had a good time. You know, we love to make y'all laugh. We love to make y'all think.
Yes. Think critically.
Think critically. And we just love to, for y'all to be uplifted. So I appreciate y'all rocking with us all the time, the way y'all do. A lot of you even go back and watch the show after, because I know a lot of you are working and maybe you can't be on while we're on, when we're on live. But a lot of you will go back and will watch the replay, and I appreciate that. So thanks for keeping our numbers up, keeping us in the top 1% of creators. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. I love y'all. We love you.
We love you.
And we'll see you next time on Derrick Huggins in the Morning.